Hey, Michelle, I have a question for you.
Oh, okay. Ask away.
All right, Michelle, my question is, how can we signal in English that we are ready for someone's question, that we are open to it? And that's what we're going to talk about today, right?
Exactly. You want people to feel confident and comfortable when they ask you a question. You want them to know that they're happy to hear your question and they're ready to answer it, right, Lindsay?
Exactly. And this helps us build better relationships,
Right.
both in the workplace and business and in life, right? It's all about relationships, is how we get ahead in life. So, Michelle, let's get into it right away. What do you think?
All right. And guys, remember to hit the subscribe button so you never miss any YouTube videos.
Excellent. All right. Hello, Michelle. How's everything going today? What's up in New York?
Hey, Lindsay, today is a beautiful day. I had a wonderful day, met some nice people outside, just like one of those really good days. So, we need those. We need those. How about you? How
That's
are you?
fantastic. Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you had a good day. Yeah, I mean, sometimes like good weather, good
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
feeling optimistic about life. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that. Yeah, I've had a couple of good days too, like getting
Good.
active, getting out there, going for runs,
Good.
meeting new people, all that good stuff. So life is good,
Good.
Michelle. Life
All
is
right.
good.
We're all happy on the show today.
So, what are we getting into today? Oh my gosh, do we have another question from CL?
Well, we do. All right. Well, Lindsay, I have a question.
Okay. Shoot.
Are you coming to New York anytime soon?
Definitely, Michelle. I'm always coming to New York soon.
Good. Good. Okay, so we'll talk more about, whenever that would happen. That would be exciting. But
Yeah.
that very much has to do with our question today. And yes, our question is from CL, who sent us a ton of questions. And
Yes.
so we love our CL questions. So I put just the one in here.
Okay.
And CL also wanted to know, he said, I am a 40-year-old man with 3 kids because once
Okay.
you said you were not sure if I'm a man or a woman, just want to put a
Yes.
face to my name. So
Good to know.
thank you for
Good to know.
telling us, CL. Now I kind of have an image in my head.
Absolutely. That is so good. So, guys, I'm going to read CL's question.
Yes.
But first, I want you to go ahead and go to take our business English quiz, right, Michelle? I mean, why should we take this quiz? Why is that important?
Well, sometimes, this happens to me in like lots of different areas in my life. When you're starting something new, sometimes you don't quite know like where you fit in that moment,
Yeah.
right at the
Yeah.
beginning, or where you're starting and where you want to go. So guys, this is this quiz that will help tell you, right, what is your business fluency level, and then you can get resources. So you're going to learn your level, and then it'll be really like customized, like how can you improve from there, so you're not just starting at a random place, right?
It's so true. We want to know where we fall compared to other people, compared to ourselves before and in the future. So guys, go and take that quiz. Go to allearsenglish.com/work quiz. That's WORKQUIZ and start your quiz now. Cool. All right, Michelle, are you ready? I'm going to read the question.
I'm ready. All right.
All right. So, dear Lindsay and Michelle, I feel really surprised and flattered that my questions have been featured so many times. I've never thought that my questions are so featureable. He invented a word.
They seriously are.
They are. They're good questions. I've been gathering my thoughts to ask some more questions to help the whole community. I think it is a win-win situation. You guys, me, and all the listeners. I like that, Michelle. Maybe there's an opportunity there for us to elevate some listeners that ask really good questions.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to ask away. Number 1, I just used the phrase ask away, and I know I can also use shoot to convey the same meaning of encouraging someone to ask their questions. It is a great connection to let people know their questions are enthusiastically anticipated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a great question. So we'll get to other questions another time, of course, but I love this.
Absolutely. And actually, this is funny because I just used this phrase.
Did you?
But I said fire away because I was just on a phone call with someone, and she said, I want to ask you some questions. They're survey questions. I'm doing qualitative research because she wants to launch a podcast, my friend.
Nice.
And she said, I'm going to ask you questions. And she set it up. And I said, okay, fire away. I'm ready.
So nice. I don't think I included that one. So I'm glad that you mentioned that.
That's a great one. So actually, CL does have really good questions.
Yes, very, very much so. So, all right. I mean, this is really useful in regular life, in the business world, in academia. But I mean, as CL mentioned, I think this is important because it's encouraging, right? So,
Yes.
CL wrote, it's a great connection. I love how he put this. It's a great connection to let people know their questions are enthusiastically anticipated.
I love it. I love it. So
I think
good.
that's put so perfectly. I mean, Lindsay, are you ever afraid to ask a question?
Yeah, for sure. I've been in academic situations where I haven't unfortunately asked that question because I was afraid, or maybe a social situation where you're not quite sure if other people are wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's nice if we have vocabulary to connect in this moment.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, if someone encourages you to ask the question, right? You say you have a question and they say something like that shows that, oh, they want your question. They're not just like, okay, sure. It feels different. You can feel more relaxed asking the question because you know that they're ready for it. They want your questions.
Yeah, it changes everything. And you feel more confident. Therefore, you can actually, number one, ask better questions. Number two, listen to what you're hearing, because the big piece of it is listening. When your mind is open to the connection, you actually listen. You're not spending that time feeling self-conscious.
Right. Okay, so how can you do this? So, Lindsay, you mentioned fire away, which is a great one. And CL gave good ones as well. So the first one, we used this in the little role play in the beginning. What is that one?
It's shoot. And it's not, you have to say it quickly. You have to say shoot, right? It's not just like,
or you could say, okay, shoot, right?
Yeah. Okay. Shoot. I feel like a lot of these probably come from our gun culture, like fire away.
And shoot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, guns are so embedded in American English, but it is what it is. We're not talking about guns. We're talking about how to support the asker, the person who's asking the question. Okay.
Yeah. You don't want other people to feel shy about asking you a question. So you want to be encouraging. So, all right, we're going to do a ton of little role plays here. So in this one, we're in a meeting and I'm giving a short presentation.
Okay. All right. Hey, I have a question.
Shoot.
How does the marketing strategy relate to our last one?
Great question. Blah, 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 blah.
So I felt like I could ask a better question because you were acknowledging verbally that you were ready for my question. It's kind of interesting. It's like a signal, right?
Right. It would have been different. And if I was just like, right. Like it just would have felt different. You would have been like, do you want me to ask a question? Do you not? This gives you the confidence.
Yeah, it's all about confidence. Confidence and connection, Michelle. Very useful at work or in the social world, right?
Oh, absolutely. All right. So another one, this is from CL also, was ask away. So CL mentioned that he used that one, right? So do you hear that one, Lindsay?
Yeah, ask away for sure.
Yeah, that's a great one. So let's give an example. So in this one, we are party planners. Okay,
fun.
And I am your associate in our party planning business. All right, here we go. All right. Can I ask a question?
Ask away.
Do you think we should plan for 4 tables of 5 or should we do tables of 3?
Oh, I'd say 4 tables of 5.
Okay.
Nice. I wonder what that would be like. I'm thinking about like wedding coordinators, what that would be like to have that job.
Yeah.
You must be very detail oriented in how you think to be a coordinator of parties and weddings, right, Michelle?
It's funny because in every stage of my life, I'm always like, oh, that would be an interesting career. Like when I was planning my wedding, I was like, should I be a wedding planner? Like, because you get so like into it and then you pass that stage and you're like, no, like that's
no.
I would not be a good wedding planner, but it's just like funny when I was like in that stage, I remember being like,
yeah, your whole life becomes that wedding, right? For sure.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it might get a little boring after a while. I don't know. Who knows, right? To each his own.
All the off hours would get to me, like because you're always like on the weekends at night. Like I think that that's a rough schedule,
right? Almost in the summer, especially like almost every weekend, you're coordinating a wedding or you're at a wedding. Anyway, side point.
So I could have gone on for that one for longer, but let's move to the next one, Lindsay. I have a few. Lindsay, what's this first one?
Okay, so in this case, you are giving a presentation, right, Michelle?
And the expression is?
Okay, yes, we have to introduce the expression first. The expression is go for it.
Yeah. All right. So
again,
I'm giving
a
presentation. All right.
Okay. Hey, sorry to interrupt. I have a question, if that's okay.
Oh, go for it.
Do the findings of your study tell you anything?
The fingers of your
Why did I
study.
say the fingers? Do the findings of your study tell you anything about why we had so much attrition with customers in years 1 to 3?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Okay.
So, Michelle, could this one be used in the business world as well as our social lives? What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think so. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I think these are really good for business, especially because, when you are in that business context, you want to have good connections. You don't want to be the person that people are afraid to ask questions to. You want people to feel comfortable and open and confident with you at business and networking situations, right? So
For
not
sure.
only like in a business presentation necessarily,
Mhm.
but also networking, social situations, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and also it's kind of fun sometimes to answer questions because that means that you have some sort of expertise or authority, right? So like in a
Mhm.
way we could take enjoyment in this and being the
Yeah.
one being asked
Right.
and signal, yeah, give me your best question. This is great. Like I want to know what you want to
Right.
ask. I want to
Challenge.
engage with you. I want to help you out. I want to mentor you in a way.
You can learn a lot from the questions that people ask you. You can also figure out like maybe there's a hole in your presentation. Like maybe there's something that you need to include further. Maybe you're practicing, like there's so much that you can learn from the questions, not just about like, oh, I'll just answer these questions.
Yeah, or even well, we're on that idea, Michelle, in a job interview, if you
Yeah.
are the boss and
Oh,
you're interviewing people, you really want people to ask you whatever they want because you
yeah.
can learn a lot about the candidate from
True.
their questions,
True.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Exactly.
huge, huge. Okay,
All
so
right. We have
now we
another one. Lindsay, what is it?
yeah, this way we get a little more formal, but polite and great. Just saying please. So if they say, "Hey, can I
Mhm.
ask you some questions?" You just say please, please,
Mhm.
with an
Right.
exclamation
Yeah,
point
it
on
has
the
to be
end.
like that. Yeah, exactly. Please.
Right.
So in this one, this role play, we are in an informational interview. Okay.
Okay,
So
and
that's
what, by the way, Michelle, what is an informational interview
I'm
versus
I'm
yes?
glad you asked. So an
Okay.
informational interview is when you're kind of networking, maybe
Yeah.
looking for a job, or maybe considering a career change. You're just finding out
Mhm.
more information. It's not a
Yeah.
job interview. You might be trying to get contacts. You might be considering a career change. So
Yeah,
getting
okay, cool.
information, learning about that person, learning about their job.
Yeah, kind of just informal networking, right?
Mhm.
Just kind of building a relationship is really what it is and
Right.
getting information. So here we go. So in this case, let's go ahead. Let's dive
All
into
right.
it, Michelle.
Okay. I'm curious about something.
Please.
Well, why did you change careers during your peak?
Great question.
Okay.
Okay. And this also does feel more formal. Last night we were watching the Crown.
Yeah.
And that made me think like this way of responding reminds me of something they might say in like the royal palace, please, right? Something like that. Please ask your question. So it is a little fancier, but it could work in casual situations too, I think.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I understand I understand why you're saying it, but to me I feel like it also could be just like kind of like it could be that, but could also be like cute and casual. Like if you're just like, oh
Yeah.
please, like yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
please.
yeah, for sure. Like maybe
So
you're a waiter or a waitress in a restaurant and you want people have questions about the
ah,
menu. Please ask, that kind of thing. Yeah,
right,
totally.
right, 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 right. Exactly, exactly. Do we have
Mhm.
one more?
Yeah, we have one more. So it is let's hear it. So this one's less common, but also very clear,
Mhm.
right? And this could be used with friends, couple friends, chatting. All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, it can be used in lots of different contexts. And this one, we're going to show you how it could be used with your friends or maybe your connections,
Yeah.
whatever it is. All right, here we
Cool.
go.
So, hey, can I ask you something?
Oh, let's hear it.
Do you think you'll be up for a group vacation in April?
Oh, I would love that, Lindsay.
So let's hear it. And then, of course, guys, hopefully you wrote these down. If you're listening in the iOS or Android app, you can create your personal power list
That's right.
based on these words. But don't forget the bonus. What was that bonus, Michelle, that we said at the beginning?
Oh,
It
that we
was
want to tell our listeners to take the quiz?
no, the
Oh,
the phrase fire away, right? The
oh,
fire
that
away.
bonus.
That
Oh, I thought you
bonus.
meant the bonus. Oh, yes, fire away. That was the next one.
Yeah,
Oh,
guys,
first one.
fire away, right? So fire away, very cool, very natural and native.
Yeah.
So what's the takeaway today, Michelle? I feel like we've shown a lot of benefits to being able to say this.
Yeah, I mean, again, if people feel more comfortable asking questions around you, that's just going to do a lot for you in your friendships, in your
Yeah,
business connections, with colleagues, with your boss, whoever it is, right? If people, you want people to feel comfortable with you. So
100%.
you don't want to be the person that people are like, oh, I don't want to like ask that question, or like, oh,
Yeah.
that seems like weird. Like, you want them to feel confident and comfortable that you are open to questions, right? And this could be
Yeah.
during presentation, so many different things. Being open, right? Being confident, giving the gift of confidence to others, really.
Ooh, I love that.
Mm.
Oh, that's going to be our title for today. How to give the gift of confidence to ask a question or something like that.
Yeah.
That's so
Sometimes those
good.
titles just come out there at the end.
And what this does, right, Michelle, is it gives us more success in work and life because we have those relationships. If people know
Right.
that you're the one
Right.
that they can go to ask a question, you get better in your career. You move up the ladder. You have more fun at work. I mean, it's
For sure.
lots of good benefits. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so many benefits. And guys, you will benefit if you go to allearsenglish.com/work quiz,
Yes.
WORKQUIZ. Got to make sure I get that. And then you can get your business English level and resources for your level. So you know where to start and you know where you're going.
Excellent. Go for it, guys. And Michelle, we are off the mic. Drop the mic for today. Drop the mic. All right. Take care. Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.